we? Did y'all get into this reunion part 2 down the Love and Marriage Huntsville? Y'all, did y'all get into it? Baby, I don't know. It's maybe the innermost messy parts of me. I ain't even gonna hold you. I know everybody messy. Everybody got a little messy in them. But baby, this was a messy, girl. It was good. It was good. I hope y'all watched it. It was good. It was good, y'all. It really was good. Anyway, my name is Belle. This is the Belle Perspective, and I am here today to talk about the reunion part 2 for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. This is season 6 reunion. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I talk about books, TV, movies, and all kinds of things on this channel. So check out my other content all around here. Okay. If you're returning, hey person, hey, welcome back. Okay. You already know the drill. Get down in the comments. I love to hear what you have to say. So tell me what you're thinking. Even if you don't agree with me, that's fine. That's okay. We can have discourse in this conference. We can have discourse. We're all adults. Okay. So don't forget to get in the comments. Don't forget to like this video before you leave. Let's get into the review, child. Let's get into it. All right. So I took a lot of notes, y'all. I took lots and lots of notes. I have a lot of detail going through. So I'm just giving you the heads up right now that this video is going to be long. Okay. But that's okay. Y'all, I know some of y'all like long videos, so it's cool. All right. So we're picking up from the heels of where we left off, where Tisha was airing Kiki business out. She cheated on her husband and her husband cheated on her. Like, I don't know why Tisha's voice sounds like that in my head. I don't know why. But anyway, she got that heavy tongue. Anyway, so Tisha putting all Kiki business out in the street, and Kiki was like, and did, and do, and did what? And yes, your point is what? I said, y'all, I'm not even gonna hold you. When I tell you I was hollering, baby, Kiki was like, and did what, boo? And so at least I can own my shit. Okay, at least I can own mine, girl. And your point is, I'm not even mad at Kiki. I am not mad at Kiki. Then Kiki turned around and talk about something. At least I'm not a dummy. Your head too big to be too that. What she said? At least I'm not a dummy. Your head too damn big to be that damn dumb. I said, oh my God. Ay. We pulling. Y'all, baby, when I tell you they're unleashing the nuclear missiles, the missiles, okay, baby. They hitting all the buttons, baby. Just let it go. They letting it rip. I said, oh God. Anyway, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right. So Tisha pulls out what she considers to be receipts. I was like, girl, I'm sick and tired of you pulling out all these conversations and things. Like, none of this matters. You're not reading it worth. This has no bearings on how we truly feel about the situation. But Tisha decides she's going to pull out a stack of papers. And the conversation in gist is basically Kiki was trying to fish for information from this guy. And some people in my comments before in the last video broke it down about a makeup artist and the boyfriend of the makeup artist and et cetera, et cetera. So I'll try to pin it again. I'll try to copy it and maybe pin it again. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but so I can reference what one of the Bells had let me know about. So that was the gist of the conversation that was had. And Kiki apparently was trying to fish for information from this person, allegedly the boyfriend of the makeup artist. And Tisha went to Kiki hearing the conversation, right? Wanting to see if Kiki was going to be forthright with her about how she came about this information. Tisha says Kiki was not being upfront. She really was fishing for information. She was trying to be messy, trying to get dirt on my relationship. And after that, I said, I don't want to have nothing else to do with her. I'm done with her. That's it. That's all we done. Right? I'm finished. I'm done. That's basically what Tisha said. Now, they're going back and forth and back. And the conversation is brought up about, Kiki and the usage and things like that and all that. That comes kind of further in the conversation. But we have this very awkward moment where Carlos is asking Kiki about the allegations of Marceau being out in the streets. Now, there ain't nan person alive that watched this show that think that Marceau has fully been faithful to his wife, Tisha. Ain't nobody. Okay, let's just establish that. Let's be clear in my TI voice, okay? Shout out to ATL. Let's be clear. Don't nobody and a body with 2 eyes, 2 ears, and a functioning brain think that Marceau Scott ever been faithful to Tisha in that way. I don't think so. We just ain't been able to find proof, okay? So Carlos turns around and asks Kimmy, As Kimmy, do you think that Tisha is in denial about her husband and the allegations that Kiki is bringing up? And when I tell you, now Kimmy is always ready to defend a man. Always ready to defend a man. Baby, the way that she decided she was going to leave her cape off today, I said, oh, girl, what is your cape? Because your cape was on last episode, girl. She left her cape right there. She was like, She was like, she drops her head, right? Oh, Mel, you answer that. Mel was like, Kimmy, that's you, girl. No, Mel, you answer. No, you can go ahead and answer. No, girl, I ain't go. Nah, I don't got nothing to do. He asked you. You go ahead and answer. Girl, and Tisha sitting up there looking like Boo Boo the Fool. Girl, that should give you... You know what? I saw Tisha when Mel and Martel were started arguing and carrying on. I saw Tisha in the corner smirking to herself. I said, girl, you know what? I see you smirking, and I don't wish nothing bad on you like that, but you best be careful. You best be careful, okay? Because your man always having you look crazy, no matter what you do, no matter what happens, okay? Anyway, so Kimmy then says, you know what? She takes the easy way out. Both Mel and Kimmy take the easy way out. And I won't say easy. I do say that it was a reasonable response. It was a good answer, but it still was not... It was, y'all already know what it is. Okay, so Kimmy says, well, I think that the fact that there hasn't been any proof that there hasn't been any infidelity has further strengthened and affirmed that, that he hasn't been out there in the streets. Carlos flips the question and asks Mel. Mel says the very same thing. In order for you to leave your husband, who you've been married to for a very long time, you have kids with him, you need proof. And so there hasn't been any. And so it's been this long. And so, I could see her not leaving because there is no proof. Right. So y'all are saying the girl ain't left because there is no proof. But y'all are not saying that she is not delusional, okay? Y'all aren't saying that. And y'all basically saying what we saying. Child, he was smart enough to keep it in the street, right? He was smart enough to not bring it to his doorstep. So ain't no point of trying to argue with Tisha. Let her sit there in denial and delusion in peace. That's literally what they saying, okay? Because they didn't say, nah, she not in denial. That's her husband. He ain't never cheated on her. I believe he's been faithful to her the whole time. Child, they was arguing about who answers the question because they ain't want to answer it. I said, oh, Lord. But Tisha gonna sit up there like, yep, yep. Girl, dumb. Just go ahead. Your head too damn big for you to be sitting up here being this damn dumb, okay? Anyway, we're moving on. And I want to just really apologize to Kiki, because... really want to apologize to Kiki because in my previous videos, I was like, y'all, I think she on that stuff, y'all. I think she on that stuff. And while I still don't know, I question her sobriety, I still question it just because I know that it's not easy to, it's a sickness, right? And it's not something that you can easily walk away from and you may forever battle with it. I've heard people who have battled with substance abuse for a very long time have said this is something that that's always going to be a part of me. So I understand that part, but the way that we dug so deep into her personal health information on this episode and then turned around and was like, oh, we want to offer you some support. Carlos, you ain't shit for that. I think that was the most uncomfortable, cringeworthy piece of this episode. I was like, y'all are completely invading her privacy and I do not like it. And y'all can go to the deepest, darkest depths of hell for this. I really felt like that. And again, my apologies to Kiki. I still, understand and want to be realistic about it because the whole panel test, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I was like, okay, you say you take methadone every day, but the test says that you didn't take methadone, that it comes up negative for it. And I know that one of my Bell nurses, gosh, I got to go back and do some research and see what their response was. But they said that, methadone, I think, has a short time frame for appearing in urine samples, I think was what one of the Bells told me. Shout out to the Bells, okay? But I still was just like, is she taking it daily? You know what I mean? Like if it's a daily thing, then it should consistently stay in her urine stream. But anyway, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I do not know. And they were, again, they also brought up the fact that, why do you think that Kiki did what she did? They bring up the whole throwing the drink in the face and all this other stuff. And they feel like Carlos feels like, and Marceau and Tisha feel like the reason why she did that is so that she can stay relevant on TV. And while I do feel like there was some part of Kiki that really did want to be on TV and would do anything in order to get on and stay on TV, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. I do believe that. But I also feel like Tisha and Marceau ain't shit as well. And I feel like both parties have dirt on their hands. And this is bigger than television. And there needs to be some reconciliation that happens off camera. Like for real, sit down. Because this has been decades. From what I understand, Tisha and Kiki have been beefing all of their lives. And I almost feel like the way that Marceau talks to Kiki, he talks to her like, yes, don't get me wrong, he was there for her because he says he picked her up off the side of the road and all this other stuff. I understand that, but I also feel like he lords it over her head. I feel like he almost has a sense of superiority over her just because he did these things for her. And it's almost like he feels like she will forever be in debt to him or indebted to him because of the little thing that he did for her. I mean, girl, Marceau, this is your wife's cousin who literally looks exactly like her. They could literally be sisters. So that's family. Why would you do anything less? Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, but I feel like Marceau and Tisha, y'all ain't shit. For real. And don't get me wrong, Kiki wrong for that. Wrong and strong. But also, the reconciliation that needs to take place between the three of them, it needs to happen off camera. It's just too much going on, child. Baby, when I tell you Crime Stoppers, been busy down to Love and Marriage Huntsville. First of all, we had Destiny getting arrested, y'all. Then we had, arrested, but with charges and fraud and things like that, allegedly. Okay. Then we get Kiki running down to the Home Depot, allegedly snatching locks, according to the TV show, that she has never been convicted for anything as of yet. So we don't know what's going on with that. And child, the latest crime stopping advertisement is Martel Holt being in the street for DV, child, and harassing communication. Now, the people have not given out further detail as to what happened specifically and who the victim was. We all have our speculations and whatnot. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think and what happened and all the things. Do the things. Get down and tell me what you think. But baby, when I tell you the police down there at Huntsville, baby, they be busy. I'll come the whole drug test thing. The whole methadone situation. If you're taking methadone every day, why did it not come up on the panel test? Mel says, I was in there with her. She wasn't by herself. I do things straight on the straight and narrow. She peed. It's what it was, right? So again, I don't know what it was. And again, here goes Carlos offering Kiki up on a platter again, asking all the other people on the cast, when we were at the barbecue, did you feel like she was still on somebody's substance? Did you feel like she was still doing such and such and such? And Kimmy was like, well, she was real sweaty and nervous and all this other stuff. And Kiki has already explained to us several times that the methadone makes her very sweaty. So we've already kind of got an introduction as to why she has that type of trait. So I really feel like it was a move to embarrass her, and we were pushing way too far into her personal health information. When Carlos asked the question, do y'all feel like she's on drugs? The Scots 1.0, yes, we feel like she on drugs. Tisha putting her girl business all up. Man, that one time you told me, just the other day, you told me that you was on drugs, you was with your drug dealer and he keep money in his console and you stole money out of console and then paid him with his own money. And then Marceau was like, yeah, that did happen. It happened in like 2020, 2021. I said, now, Tisha, you just said it happened the other day. 2021, that was like 3 or 4 years ago. If that's what happened. And Kiki said, well, that happened years ago, right? So again, Marceau said it was years ago. Kiki said it was years ago. Tisha, why are you making it seem like that's why? Tisha also described something about earlier in the episode that Kiki gave her husband money to go out on a date with another woman. But then when she explained the story, it was like, girl, he just took money from her under the guise that he just needed money. And then she ended up catching him with another woman. See, that's why I'm looking at Tisha like, girl, are you telling the story or are you just doing this to make your cousin look crazy? Like, I don't know. Both cousins are wrong and strong. But when I tell you, where is Dr. Francis? We really need Dr. Francis. These girls need help, Jesus. They really need help. Oh, Lord. For real, for real. But also, I just wanted to point out that when Tisha told the story about the drug dealer and Kiki stealing money out of the console, first of all, Kiki a thug, okay? Kiki was a thug because she did admit to say that it happened. I said, bitch, that really did happen? Oh, bitch, you's a thug. Kiki a motherfucking thug. So she's a thug. But then also, I was like, girl, what if the person who actually she did that to, what if they hear about it and then try to come back to Kiki? Girl, you really could put your cousin in danger. I didn't like that, y'all. I really didn't like that. Anyway, yeah, so Maurice chimes in again saying that he feels like Kiki was trying to get her 20 minutes of fame, 15 seconds of fame with the whole I'm stealing a moment. I'm throwing this drink on on Tisha so that I can have this moment. What I really want the Scotts and Martell, any of the M's, what I want any and all of the M's to do, men M's, shut the fuck up. Because y'all don't know nothing about no goddamn integrity. Y'all don't know nothing about up and up. Y'all don't know nothing about nothing. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. Okay? When Maurice talks, shut the fuck up. When Martell talk, you damn sure shut the fuck up. And Marceau talk, boy, don't you even open your mouth to say a motherfucking thing. That's how I feel about them. Like, do not say a word. Okay? They bring up, you should take a drug test right now. Again, why are you, this is too invasive. And for her personal health information, that's entirely too invasive for me, okay? Again, Carlos does this whole, were you on drugs when you filming this? Are you on drugs now? Were you on drugs at the barbecue? Were you on drugs, you know what I mean? Were you on drugs in the rain? Were you on drugs on the train? Were you on drugs in the hat? Were you on drugs with the cat? Like, what? Boy, stop. Like, that is weird. That is weird. This is weird. This is too much. It's too much. Did y'all feel like it was too much? I just felt like it was too much. And then turn around and be like, well, we take it seriously, so we want to offer you some support, right? I was like, after you done grilled and tried to embarrass this lady, boy, please go away, okay? So then we get Tiffany, Chris, Nell, and Louis. Hey, Chris, okay? Okay, I might be in a relationship, but I ain't blind. Hey, Chris. Okay, shout out to Nell, because that's her husband. Okay, that's her husband, and we not mad at it. All right, it's a silver fox for you. We're not mad at it, child. If I was old and he was single, okay. Hey, Chris. Anyway, so we get them on. Apparently, Chris is like a TikTok star. Y'all, I'm really trying to get in. I want to get into TikTok. I'm not a TikTok person, but I really want to get on it and start doing some things. So anyway, shout out to y'all. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you think I could be doing. But okay, so we bring up Martell's package, him navigating the streets. Baby, Martel is doing very, very well in the streets. He been in the streets. Okay, he ain't new to this. He true to this. Okay, and looking like Boo Boo the Fool per usual. But anyway, all right. We talk about Sheree and their whole situation. Martel swears up and down Martel. Him and Sheree were just friends, never a couple. And so when Kimmy says, yeah, it looked like it was a business arrangement. I never saw the warm and fuzzies. Y'all weren't holding hands. Y'all weren't kissing. Y'all weren't doing any of those things. Then Martel comes back and says, well, I don't see you and your husband hugging and kissing. I said, Martel, if y'all was just friends, you literally just said y'all were just friends. Why would you be offended by Kimmy? And Kimmy playing it off. Oh my God, you a lie. Girl, Kimmy, you was taking, you was patty caking him too much. I would have cussed his ass out. Nigga, you just said y'all was friends. So when I said that it looked like y'all was just friends, how did I just confirm what the fuck you just said, you big dumbass? Ugh. Nigga look like Diglett, that bald-headed. He's just so bald-headed ass, just bald-headed for no goddamn reason. Ugh. That's what he looked like to me. He looked like Diglett. Him and Marceau, bald-headed fucks. I don't like them. I'm sorry. Y'all do not like them. Ugh. Okay? So we break off just a little bit where, and I don't know if y'all was noticing, but Mel was giving like the nigga please face, right? She was like, nigga, please. Okay. So Carlos, I'm skipping the part where they get into Tiffany and the Karen situation. I'll get into that in just a second when we get into her package, because child, we don't care about her and the door is closed. But if we're going to talk about it, I'll talk about it all at once. Okay. So we get back to Martel asking about Sheree, and Carlos asked Martel, why did you and Sheree break up? He said, I want to refocus. He go stuttering. I do. I'm like, Martel, he is not the brightest bulb. Baby, his light ain't even on, girl. Girl, when I say the brightest bulb, baby, his bulb ain't on, boo. His bulb is not on. When I tell you it's the dimmest light, so dim, girl. Anyway, he said he got to refocus, right? And it was really hard. It's real hard for a man to focus on a relationship. No, nigga, just you. And Carlos tells Martel, he said, no, well, Sheree said she just got tired of the negative press fooling around with you and she didn't want to be associated. And Martel was like, well, I didn't know that. I didn't know nothing about that. I said, well, why does it make any difference? You said that y'all was just friends. It don't make a difference. Why are you, see, you can't even remember your own damn lies, okay? So Carlos asked again about the situation with, and that's where he asked about the whole situation with Sheree and said, this is what Sheree says. He then admits to dating Sheree. And it's like, nigga, you just told us that y'all was friends. And here you are admitting that y'all actually were dating. I said, he's so dumb. Okay, he's so dumb. Carlos asked, are you struggling to date women because you're still in love with your ex? Here he go lying. I'm not still in love with her. Well, why do you think that? Nigga, because you said it on TV so many times. Nigga, we see it, nigga. We see it, nigga. Okay? You done told it to Nell. You done told it to Mel. You done told it to any motherfucker who would listen. Goddamn it. We know this is what you said, okay? We see it on TV and they show the beautiful bean footage, nigga. Are you kidding? Whoo, when I tell you the light is dim, y'all. The light dim. It's dim or it's not. It's non-existent, okay? Dear God, Melody, what Melody, how, honey? How did you do this? Please. Okay. Anyway, so Carlos asked about the name change. Did you feel like the name change was the final nail in the coffin? He should have, and he should have moved along. He was like, I just felt like for her to change her name out of the blue, she wasn't getting remarried or nothing. It's just like, it don't matter, nigga. The question was, did you feel like it was a final nail in the coffin? Yes or no? Yes or no? Period. That's all you gotta answer. Don't worry about why she changed her name. Don't worry about all that. Worry about, is it yes or no, so you can get the fuck on. Okay. But the light bulb ain't already, it ain't all the way on. Okay. Mel asked what we asked. Why does it matter? Okay. Why you all in the minutia of my business? Mind yours. Okay. Why? Mind yours. And Carlos says, well, why can't you tell people, are you still in love with Melody? Are you still in love with Melody? He was like, no, I am. You know how you try to get the line and stuttering and carrying on and foolishness. And Marceau in the back telling everybody what the real truth is, because your wife, you can't tell your wife. Now, she ain't no goddamn wife. Now, you know good and damn well, Marceau, she ain't no damn wife. She's a side chick and she always will be. Okay? Because when he finally had an opportunity to be with that girl, because he's been divorced for 3 years, he still ain't with that lady. Okay? Officially. Try every time you turn around, he disowning somebody. It's embarrassing. And you know what? Women will still slide in his DM and try to be with him. I say, girl, y'all, where is y'all self-esteem? Child? Anyway, so Mel busts him open. He lying. And I know he's with her because she's at the house all the time when I'm dropping the kids off. And Carlos says, well, do you feel hurt about that? And Mel was like, no, more so like protection. Because more like me wanting to be in protection mode, because I know this woman has said disparaging things. She's worked overtime to break up my marriage with the help of him. And for her to be able to do all of that, I don't know. She does not like me, obviously. So I'm wondering how she eluded, she didn't say, but I'm wondering how she's going to handle my children. And Martel says, our children are just fine. I said, child, you're not even home to know. How do you know? I feel like you're using your side woman to be a babysitter. Like, that's it. Ariane is over there running a daycare. Ariane is running a daycare. She got her kids, she got his kids, and that's it. Really. So not only is she stuck with a nigga that's not claiming her, she also stuck with a nigga that's got her doing on daycare duty. Like, she taking care of all these kids. She got about 6 or 7 kids over there that she taking care of while he run the streets. Girl, anyway, but that's her setup. If she like it, I love it, y'all. Okay. So he starts to defend the situation. And again, you know how Martel is. He's such a loser. It's what he does. Okay. Martel brings up the whole babysitter situation again. He was like, you got 11 babysitters. What about them when they talk negative about me, etc., etc. Martel says it's in the paperwork. And this is where the fuck I said, Mel, that's why Mel was sitting up there looking at him like, nigga, use a motherfucking lie. That's why she was looking at him like that. Mel drops the big joker on his ass. And I said, I know that's motherfucking right. Keep your neck on that nigga. Okay. Keep your neck on that nigga. Okay. Mel says, yes, it's in the paperwork. The same way that Sheree and that your relationship with Sheree is a business arrangement. That's in the paperwork too. You know, the transcripts, right? Yeah, nigga, because you told the people when my attorney asked you what type of relationship that you and Sheree have, and you said, it's a business arrangement. Right. Right, my nigga. Thank you, big joker. Threw it down, Martel. You lie. You's a liar. You's a liar. You's a lie. He get up, that tight ass. Baby, when I tell you that tight ass spandex suit he had on, baby, that thing was bulging. I was like, oh Lord, I hope that spandex don't tear apart, child. Oh God, it was a mess. He jump up, he go run. You's a lie. He go run up, fist, you know, the Arthur fist, child, fist balled up, just mad, running off to the backstage, and everybody looking like, what the hell, Marceau on the side, telling me something. You had the big joker the whole time. You was just sitting there while Carlos was asking all these damn questions about Sheree, and your ass knew the whole answer the whole damn time. Yup. She was like, yup. Yup. Now he go out, run off to go prove not a goddamn thing, because the paperwork he bring back don't say nothing about nothing, and he still don't show us nothing. Mel said that, you know what, I'll post the transcripts by the time this thing airs. Did y'all see her post the transcripts? Because I went on her Twitter page and I ain't seen nothing. But I don't follow her on IG. I don't follow her Twitter. I don't follow any of that. So if y'all see the transcripts, please let me know. Get down in the comments. Email them to me at thebellperspective@gmail.com, because I will post them so we can be messy and talk about it, okay? Anyway, I want to see the transcripts. I know Mel got them, and I know she ain't lying. And that's just that on that. Martell, you be looking dumb all the time. And all the time, you be looking dumb. Okay, so Martell gets upset. You be trying to make me look bad. You be trying to make me look bad. Notice he does not care about the truth or anything like that. He just cares about his image. To me, that's an indication of a narcissist. They only care about their self-image. They only care about how people perceive them. And they're not really concerned about any other thing, right? Just how they're perceived because of their overinflated sense of self. And if anybody comes to them with a view that's contrary to their overinflated sense of self, it's World War III. Somehow the conversation gets to Mel saying, that's why I beat your ass. To Martell. I said, ooh, now I never condone DV. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never condone it. But do I think whatever happened, Martell ain't halfway deserve some of it? Halfway. Girl. And Carlos didn't even ask. Carlos, ask the question. Anyway. So we get into Tiffany's package, and Tiffany decided that we can get to Tiffany because we were talking about her left and right a little bit here and there, but I just want to talk about her all at once. Okay. So Tiffany was talking about her being a Karen and trying to act like she didn't know what a Karen was. She was like, I'm the closest thing to white on this stage. You know, I was raised by my white parents, and, you know, I don't understand what that means. And just trying to act purposely obtuse that she doesn't understand what Karen means. Even her response to Karen, and even her responding to them saying that she is a Karen, was a Karen response. I was like, girl, you even in your answer, you acting like a Karen right now. Even Lewis, can you define a Karen? Lewis, you don't know what a Karen is? Yes, it's specifically a white woman. Yes, it's specifically a white woman who totes her authority, her privilege of being a white woman, so that she could try to rally her troops to manipulate them to do the things that she wants them to do. I.e., that woman in New York City in Central Park who was walking her dog and didn't have her dog on the leash, who was running around after them birds, and the sign clearly said, keep your dogs on a leash. And the black man who was a bird watcher said, you need to get your dog on the leash. And the white lady turned around and was like, I'm about to call the police on an African-American man and tell them that you trying to assault me. That's literally what Karens do. And that's what your ass did. You went back, you made much about nothing with your husband, right? You put 20 on 10 just so you can manipulate your husband to go out and try to start something with Martel and Marceau. That's exactly what a Karen would do. You throw the rock and you hide your hand, and then you act like you don't know what the hell is going on. And you've been doing that since day one, since the time you got your half white ass on a goddamn stage. We know what you're doing. We see it. And now that you sit up here acting like you don't know what the fuck going on, girl, the door is closed. We do not want her back. I don't feel bad about her having postpartum depression. The bitch thought she was never capable of getting it anyway. So, child, moving on. We're done with her case. Closed. Okay?
Door is closed. The door is closed.
We get to Betty and Junior. I did not realize Junior was kind of handsome. I was like, okay, try to have Junior looking like a bum in the warehouse, but maybe it's a warehouse. But again, I mean, I wouldn't want him. But still, he looked at halfway. Sorry, y'all. Oh, baby, Duval is coming out. Duval County, baby, is coming out. He looked it. Oh God, he looked. No ED at the end of that. Sorry, no second ED on there. He looked decent, right, with the little tassels and whatnot. I like this suit. That was cute. Baby, Miss Betty Hair. Baby, we not now. Miss Betty may be messy. She may be nosy. She may be mean and surly. But baby, Miss Betty had that red. Baby, that red. Oh, that red hair was cute, girl. It was cute. I loved it. I really did. I loved it. Anyway, so when Stormi let Junior go, it caused a huge rift in the family. And I did not realize. I said, of course. Junior is Stormi's auntie son. And obviously Stormi is Betty's daughter. I said, girl, you let go the cousin that's related to the auntie that your mama don't get along with. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. I forgot about that part, y'all, because y'all know I was in and out. I forgot about that part. Girl, you let him go? Girl, how you thought that wasn't going to cause no rift? Anyway, we see the package, whole situation with Betty going on, and, you should have never hired him in the first place, and Betty putting Junior business out, just being so mean and surly, okay? Now, here's where I feel like that's where Betty was wrong, but here's where I don't think Miss Betty was wrong, and I'm seeing people on Twitter saying, oh, Miss Messy Betty Petty Betty need to go on somewhere. It's giving fan. She been a fan of Mel. She ain't like Mel from the beginning. And Stormi and Betty ain't never liked Mel. And I'm like, I can tell y'all ain't never watched a show like that. So first of all, I don't have a problem with Miss Betty watching this show. First of all, because most of the women who do watch this show are women that are Miss Betty's age. That's who all the millimeters are, for the most part, okay? Women who have been through a lot of hell with a raggedy ass men and can identify with Melody, which is nothing wrong with that. But the feat that they take to try to destroy people is insane. So let's get into it real quick. Now, Miss Betty said that she's a part of these Facebook groups and things like that. And she saw when Mel tweeted about somebody recording in her house, right? The scene when she was live tweeting it happened at the time when Stormi, it was airing on TV, that Stormi was in her house at the time. So Mel live tweeting that she's watching the show. And during that scene, she's like, people are recording in my home. And her millimeters are looking at the person that's in her home during the scene, and it's Stormi. So all of her millimeters decided they're going to attack Stormi, start calling her all kinds of things. They start calling for her product, Canvas Beauty, to be taken off the shelves. And Stormi's problem, Miss Betty's problem is, girl, you seeing all this foolishness. Why don't you just step in and say, hey, that's not the case. That's not what happened. And Melody was like, well, why, Stormi, didn't you call me and tell me what you thought was going on? Melody, let's be for real now, because let's fast forward to the beginning of this season now, season 6, where Stormi was asking you, girl, I reached out to you, and I was trying to talk to you, you didn't respond, and Mel was like, oh, girl, I changed, you didn't know I changed my number? So Stormi did not have your phone number. Stormi never had your number. You changed your number and you never gave it to her, and you never had any plans of giving her your new phone number. So how was she supposed to reach out to you? The only thing that I think happened here is that Melody has no problem with her millimeters. She let them do whatever the hell they want to do. They cause all kind of havoc and confusion. I'm even looking at tweets where people are like, oh, Stormi really thinks that people are actually calling down the Canvas, calling different stores and trying to get Canvas Beauty off the shelves. Yes, they were. Yes, I believe Stormi in every word that she said. Just like when Trick Daddy said Beyonce couldn't sing, and the whole Beehive decided that they were going to try to shut Trick Daddy restaurant down, and they hadn't even gone to they were just leaving bad reviews on Yelp and hadn't even ate at the damn restaurant. Hell, their asses live in damn Iowa, but talking about they don't like the restaurant that's in Miami. I said, it is absolutely possible. If they petition to get Wanda off the show, They absolutely are trying to petition to try to get Canvas Beauty off the shelves. So Mel, that's major. Like, I feel like Mel owes Stormi an apology, and I do feel like Mel needs to set the record straight. She go into the, that's what happened under my tweet. She tried to act like she didn't know what was going on. Yes, Mel, are you kidding? Yes, you see the tweets, you see what's going on because it was under your tweet, and that's what Stormi said. She was like, it's under your tweet. My thing is, I will never side with Martel when it comes to Mel. I will never side. But when it comes to other people on this show, Mel versus other people, I be side-eyeing Mel because she is not a likable person. She really is not, y'all. Let's be fucking for real. And I know some of y'all love her down, and that's fine. That's fine. But we gonna call a thing a thing. She need to clear that shit up. She know how her millimeters are off the chain. Hell, she done made herself a t-shirt that says millimeters on it with the definition of a millimeter. So she knows these women exist, and she knows how crazy and hood radish they can be. And I really gutter snipe, shout out to LTV Productions, how these gutter snipe ass women with nothing but time and bitterness going around trying to ruin people's lives. I wish Mel would stop acting obtuse. It's not far-fetched. And she started, it was under her damn tweet. I went and I saw it my damn self. I said, Mel, you should have been broke that up. You should have been stopped them. Or at least said, y'all, it's not Stormi. Easy as that. Anyway, I'm going off, child. Again, I like Mel now. I like her. I like what she's doing. I like how she's not being fake about stuff. I like how she's sitting on Martell's neck. I like that, but I still have issue with the way that she treats people on the show. And every time, hands down, when it's Mel versus Martel, I'm always gonna side with Mel. But when it comes to other people on the show, I'm gonna be like, I believe it, because Mel is not a likable person. I don't care what y'all say. She is not. She really isn't. Anyway, that's the last piece, baby. We about to have episode 3 next week. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about the episode. I'd love to hear what you have to say. So be bold. Tell me what you think. Okay. And I do not care if you disagree. Not a problem. I'm okay with that. It's all good. All good. All good. Don't forget to like this video. But before you leave, subscribe to the channel if you like. You want to be a part of a community. You found it right here. Okay. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.